Okay, so we just got to a campground here in Deadwood. We're going to be here for 3 nights, and boy, what a drive we had to get here today. So we were about 75 miles from the previous night's campground, and we were going up a hill, and we heard a massive bang from under the hood. Well, somewhere at the front. We thought we'd blown a tire. Pulled over on the highway, and couldn't see any tire damage, couldn't see any leaks or anything from under the hood, but the truck would only drive in limp along mode. I would do 4 miles an hour, so we didn't know what to do. We ended up calling 911, and they eventually dispatched a tow truck out to us, which was a 75-mile drive one way for the tow truck to take us and the trailer back to the town we just left. Anyway, while we were waiting, we were actually on a Crow Nation reservation. One of the locals pulls up and asks if we're okay. His name was Terry Bearhorn. Super nice guy. And we told him he was having some problems. So he stopped to help us. He helped us get the truck further off the road while we waited for the tow truck. Anyway, as we were waiting for the tow truck, we started doing a bit of investigation under the hood. And we noticed that there was a hose missing. This clamp here goes around that hose there, which had completely blown apart. So Terry was able to drive to the local town while we were waiting for the tow truck and got me these 2 clips. So we put one clip on to start with, tested it, and I was able to drive about 25 feet before it blew apart. So we put both of these clips on, and I was able to drive for the next 60 miles with to a town with those clips on, and kept monitored the boost pressure on my turbo, kept it under 10 psi, and we were able to get to the town. Got to this town, and went in, got gas station, corner store, asked the person in there if they had any bigger clamps than these guys, and they didn't, but they knew the owner of the parts store that wasn't far away. So they called the owner of the parts store, who came over and got us, and we followed him to the parts store, which he opened up because it was a Saturday and it was closed, and he sold me these 2 clamps. So these are supposed to be proper clamps for a turbo, right size and everything. So I put one of the clamps on, and much better than this original ring that came from GM. Anyway, put one of the clamps on, and we managed to then, I monitored the boost, and we didn't really go much over 25 psi boost, driving carefully all the way till about 6 miles before we got to this campground. And there's a really steep hill just before we get here, and sure enough, the boost went up over 25 psi, going up a steep hill, and a big bang, and blew apart again. So stuck these 2 clamps on, while Janis wore a bright orange shirt, stood in the road behind the trailer while I had the 4-ways going, with my toolkit out underneath the hood. Put these 2 clamps on and drove the next 6 miles to get here. But the problem is, this guy's all damaged in here, and it won't hang on to this piping off to take much more than about 30 psi on the boost, and probably pushing on some of these hills 35 pounds plus on the boost, just to keep speed up some of the inclines. So gonna have to find somewhere to get a new one of these turbo pipes. Of course, it's Sunday tomorrow, so gonna have to wait till Monday, and then who knows what's going to cost. But anyway, what amazed me was the helpfulness of every single person that we saw on our drive today. So it's blown me away, the helpfulness of everybody to just do whatever they can to help us out, keep us going. I don't know what to say. So if any of those people that helped us today are watching this video, you have my heartfelt thanks, because we would have been really stuck without you guys bending over backwards to do everything you could do to help us. So thank you very much, and hopefully we can get this fixed in time to carry on with our trip. Just for a simple clip. Anyway, on that, truck's been great. Alright. Bye for now, guys.